Welcome, Jack Kirby fans. It is episode 5 of our Fourth World Fridays, and it's a good one. They've all been really good, and I know people always say, "Oh, it's going to be a good one," but it actually is going to be a good one. Like all of these have actually really been good, and not just because I'm saying they're good because I want to make it sound like it's exciting. It actually is good. So I've got a poll up already, and we've already got votes. So we're trying to figure out which was everyone's favorite. I'm not going to tell you my favorite because I don't want to, get any. I don't want to change anyone's opinion or try to, enforce anything. I'll tell you mine afterwards. But let's talk about what's going on coming up. This Monday is going to be, I don't have the graphic up. Oh my gosh. Let me get the graphic here so you can see what we're covering. So this Monday is the Legion of Superheroes live stream. It's episode 18. There's been 18 episodes of the Legion live stream. And I have not read any of these yet, so I'll be reading them on the weekend. So I don't know if it's going to be good, but it's Adventure Comics, so it's going to be somewhat fun. I don't own any of these, but I will own them. There's a show coming up next month, so definitely going to hit that up. And then there won't be a Transformers Thursday this Thursday because Sean and I are going to go see the Expendables 4. And then the Thursday after that, we're going to go see Saw 10. Yes, there's 10 Saw movies. And yes, I love all of them. Even Spiral and Jigsaw and whatever, anything to do with Saw. So we're going to see that. But I do want to mention something really quickly, and that is Comics Curing Cancer. So this is actually an event. I'm not sure if this is the second annual, but they've done it. They for sure did it before. I don't know how many times. The best place to find out about it is actually through Instagram. So there should be a link in the chat for that, and I'll put it up again. Later on as we go. I'll kind of like sporadically throw it up there. So if anyone's joining late, they can check this out. So yeah, everything goes to Curing Cancer. So you can check that out through their Instagram, and I will put a link to that Instagram. There should be a link right there already. I'll put it up again just in case. I'll put it up right now just so we can have it up there. There you go. Okay. Well, that's that. Let's get down to business here. Let's bring in our amazing co-hosts.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. Woo. Woo. Oh, I've been watching no context Ric Flair memes. I'm absolutely mega addicted. It's clips of Ric Flair, and then the guy puts a thing, right? Yeah. Like it's like saying like me telling my kid he has to go to school. It's like, you're gonna get up and you're gonna do it and you're gonna like it. Like that's it. Yeah. And it's like me, and it was like, and it goes, me performing one task at my job. It's like, I'm the best there is in the business, and that's the way it is.
Yeah. But he's like dialed to freaking 15 or whatever.
Every time.
Like, his face is red. He's like, oh, he's like shaking. He's like
yeah. It's like, me doing like a task around the house. It's like, I'm what's known as championship material.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, like me getting dressed up, me getting dressed for work. It's like, I'm wearing my alligator shoes. I've got my Rolex watch.
So let me ask you, Ric Flair, like wrestling Ric Flair, or Ric Flair like shades and like suit Ric Flair?
Oh, damn, that's impossible. I gotta get the Luke Empire. That's impossible. Like,
he's got those 80s shades that are like faded or whatever, and he's got the suit.
The suit,
like, style
the alligator shoes, style and profile. Like you gotta go to Instagram and just go. It's like no context.
Ric Flair. Ric
And
Flair
it's like,
memes? I'll look it
it's
up,
just like,
man.
it's so, because everything he says is so amped. And,
Yeah, I
and it's
know.
like, yeah, and it's, I love like the tech, like the guy's like, like me calling my friend, it's like, this is Ric Flair and I am the heavyweight champion. You're like, all right. Like,
They did a wife swap episode with Roddy Piper and Ric Flair. Do you remember
oh
that?
my
And it
God.
was like, I think it was wife swap. It was one of those where they swap at least those two guys. So it wasn't wife, but like
Right.
the families. But like that was the most sedate I ever saw Ric Flair. Like he's speaking normal and stuff.
Oh my
You
God.
know? Yeah.
All right. Let's bring in our special co-host.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hello.
Saw 10.
There might be more than that.
Saw
X.
10.
Yeah, Saw,
Saw
X, yeah.
10.
They're
yeah,
in space this time. No, I'm just joking.
no, they're not in space.
Saw. You forgot the rest of the title. Saw 10. Audience nothing.
No,
Yeah.
but it's audience a million, because in this one, okay, no, you're gonna be behind this one. In this one, so John Kramer is the killer. He has cancer. This is a prequel, so he has cancer. He goes to this place that has, like, they have all these infomercials and they have like these testimonials, and he goes there and they've got this cure that they can take the tumor out of his brain. So he goes there and he talks to people who have had the treatment and like, yeah, it's great. He talks to the doctors, the nurses, they perform the treatment. He comes back. So he comes back and he goes to his family doctor, and the doctor's like, the tumor's still there. They didn't do anything. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, they removed it. He's like, they didn't even do anything. So it's one of these fake, like, these fake people, that these charlatans that they lie and say they've removed the tumor. So he captures them all and puts them all in the traps. And he's like, now I'm gonna, like, and he's like, now you're gonna have to, like, kill each other to try to escape. So I was like, yeah, I'm like so excited about that.
You're figuring out new stories in the Saw franchise.
I'm not really indignant. I just wanted to bring it up so I could use a really useless, idiotic joke. I've never saw any of the movies. But
yeah, they're probably not your cup of tea.
they're not my cup of Drano.
So this is 10. Are they counting the Chris Rock movie?
I don't think they're counting Spiral, and they're not counting Jigsaw, or are they counting Jigsaw? I have to look it up. No, They are counting Spiral and Jigsaw.
So that's part of the 10, right?
It's part of the 10. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Let's say hello to Chris, the comic vet. Thank you. New Gods. Hey. Yes. We got to vote for New Gods. Awesome. We got Arkham.
I vote. You know which one I voted for. I don't have to tell you.
New Gods?
No.
Oh, Jimmy Olsen, because it's Superman.
Yeah. Superman.
Well, I mean, that one was insane. I mean,
that was badass.
I was like, yeah, someone voted for this already. Yeah, I voted for that one too.
Yeah.
I love Superman. Kirby Superman.
It's
Kirby Superman.
Yeah.
It's Kirby Superman.
Yeah, and he I don't know if he invents that new power for him, but it's pretty cool. We'll get into it when we get
into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, I don't know. Like, yeah, there's actually a lot. There's actually a lot of cool stuff today. All of these have been so not. I mean, Jimmy Olsen's, like, we knew that was going to be awesome because it's Superman, and New Gods I know is awesome because it's New Gods. Mr. Miracle continues to be, like, really exciting for me. Like, I read Mr. Miracle in like 2 minutes, and I was like, oh, and I got to the end. I was like, oh my God, that's the end. I'm like, I thought I missed pages. I'm like, how could this have been? This is crazy. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I immediately went to eBay. I was like, okay, I actually had a Mr. Miracle. I had the Mr. Miracle, Oberyn, and Big Barda 3-pack DC Direct.
Oh yeah.
Figure set, but I had sold it.
I have that.
Oh man, I wish I hadn't sold it. I also had Superboy, Supergirl, Streaky, and Crypto, and I sold that one also.
I have that
one.
Also have that one.
I had them and I sold them. I don't know. That was such a fail.
I think you sold them at a show I was at. Yeah.
Yeah. I sold because I was really downsizing, and then my buddy's like, "Why would you downsize your collection? Just upsize your living quarters." I'm like, "Right. That's just get a bigger house."
Yeah.
Never downsize the collection.
Yeah.
So let's take a look here. We have
Black Racer.
The Black Racer. who's wearing a lot of color.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a cut and paste background too.
Yep. So this is the first time that's happened on a cover, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, New Gods One had that. Didn't they?
No, that was no, there was, but I think they did it on a previous issue of Jimmy Olsen. I'd have to check. Maybe it is. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah,
Well,
but
New Gods,
I never thought to look into it, to be honest with you.
well, New Gods One does have that weird background. That's like so that, but then so
Well,
Jimmy Olsen, you think was before that?
Trevor People too has it. It's kind of snuck into
yeah.
these covers, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering, was that before? Yeah, I've got to go back and look at the order.
I never thought about it, though. To be honest with you.
But this one is very obvious because it's like, it's like a city. It's not like where it's like some abstract thing.
I know Kirby did it first because I can think of a few Neil Adams covers where he tried to do it as well. But he did it. He did it on a couple of Superman covers. Anyway,
Okay,
it's pretty damn cool.
It is pretty neat. Orion of the New Gods. So they've now put his they've got his name on here.
Yeah.
And
So
they got
credits?
the circle. Credits, yep.
We should do some credits. All right. New Gods Volume 1 issue number 3, that is. July 1971. Executive editor Carmine Infantino. Cover artist Jack Kirby. Death is the Black Racer's story. Writer, of course, Jack Kirby. Penciler, Jack Kirby. Inker, it's Coletta. Letterer, John Costanza. Editor, Jack Kirby.
We had one name was like a couple of octaves lesser.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It must have been a glitch.
Your mic went out there for a second. That's okay. It's a tech.
StreamYard's glitch. Yeah. To be fair, Vinny did a good job because Jack controlled him. It's fine.
Right. Let me see if I have anything special. Well, Black Racer, obviously. Mother Box, new ability or something that we hadn't seen. I don't think. What else? Metron appearance. What else is cool here?
Intergang's in this one.
Intergang. Orion, which is kind of fun.
Orion. Yeah.
Orion, yeah.
Cosmic skis.
Cosmic skis. Okay, so we've got Willie Walker and the Chocolate Factory. No,
that old alliteration. Jack, what are you doing? Leave that to Stan.
That's a Stanley thing.
That's a Stanley. Well, we think so, but it's really not impossible. It's really almost impossible to tell. It might be a Jack thing.
It could be a Jack thing, right?
But Stan, when it comes to like putting words on the pages, who knows how that. It sounds like the kind of thing I would do, but maybe Jack did that too. Why not? He did everything else. I mean, I did everything else.
Well, if you listen to Alan Moore, he's like Jack Kirby wrote all of the stuff, and then he just went in and erased and kind of like changed up the dialogue a bit.
Also, if you listen to Alan Moore, we're all a bunch of sub-fascists.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Alan Moore stuff, his work is great, so that's it.
Yeah, I just saw an Alan Moore video where he trashes Stanley, just an hour ago.
Yeah, he did that a lot. But you know what?
In
the early 80s, they found this real long article he wrote for the Comics Journal where thinking of Stanley's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but he wrote it as a youngster. And it got printed in there, and then later he went back, he started there. Like a lot of us started learning about the art controversy. But anyway, just what he said today.
And he said that too. He thought that Stanley was the greatest writer ever in history. And then he got into the industry and realized that wasn't very true. So
he was one of the few willing to say that. But now, of course, he's just wackadoo and crazy. He's a bag of hammers. Yeah,
he's insane. But I love Swamp Thing. I love Watchmen, so I don't care.
Well, I love his work. I love his work. You know what? Here's why I care, though. I love his work. Still love that stuff. But he's coming out in public using his name just to insult anybody that he doesn't like and calling everybody sub. What the hell's a sub-fascist? Like you're you're an amateur fascist or something?
What's a sub-fascist? Yeah.
Maybe it's a new sandwich at Subway.
You're just not very good. Yeah, that'd be a good sandwich. Yeah. You're just not very good at it, right? You look anyway.
Yeah. It's got a lot of hot sauce on it or something. I don't know.
I guess Kirby was one by his standards, but anyway, let's go.
Death is the Black Racer. And we kick it off right away with like epicness. Black Racer, hail, young Light Ray. Destiny has decreed that our paths should cross. And he's like, oh shit. All right.
He's pointing those
ski
poles
at him.
Yeah.
They don't shoot.
I mean,
this blast things.
Is this character like I just have this feeling that as soon as if they reintroduce this character with like a snowboard instead of the skis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be more like a modern
Silver Surfer.
He'll be like a Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
But I do like that he's like, well, I mean, I did surfboards, so let's do, I don't know, skis. It's like,
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Listen, I can't surf and I can't ski, so it doesn't matter to me. Have whichever thing you want.
Yeah.
So you can do skateboards.
Right. It's wacky. You just kind of go with it. It's like,
yep.
It is pretty silly that the Silver Surfer would have a damn surfboard. It looks a lot cooler than the ski, get up right there. But I mean, somehow I don't think it ever bothered him. Like, it's just cool. He's got a surfboard. It's dopey if you really get down to thinking about it. But you're like, I don't care. It's something cool about it. However, and I like Black Racer. I'm like, a skier, it's just him saying, well, I can't use the surfboard again. What can I use? And that's that. But he's not exactly the same character. Again, he put a lot of good twist on him, and he can make him interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Silver Surfer, I mean, that surfboard just looks cool because it's not like it's like a flat, and it's just something to glide on, right? It doesn't seem like, if you didn't name the thing, I wouldn't be thinking, oh, is this a Silver Surfer or whatever? Like,
and he uses it for travel. I mean, it's what he definitely gets around on. It could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So he's going after Light Ray. Now we don't really know exactly why this is happening, right? It's just
he's
Black
desperate.
He's just so Light Ray's. This is kind of neat. He does like a magnifying glass kind of a thingy, right? Like energizes it. Black Racer gets around it. And they're just, whoa, oh no. There's always anguish. I like when there's like anguish on their faces. Meanwhile, here's Orion. This one seems to have a lot of very like, it's like, here's a one pager, and then you got, some of them I know because he was doing so much, like some of them, a lot of the comics are just like, 4-panel or whatever.
Right. Yes.
But still, this looks pretty awesome. Like, and then here's another big page. That's really cool. I like the way Orion looks here. I think he looks like pretty tough. Like he looks pretty strong.
Yes.
As opposed to,
I love that helmet, man.
Yeah. And then these guys here. Now we don't know which one of these people have one or more have the anti-life equation. I literally don't know because I just don't know.
I don't either.
So they're trying to be like, okay, you've got to like, they're a bit scared, obviously, because Darkseid's after them. And this is really the main book. Like New Gods is really like, you can't, if you're reading the Fourth World, you can't skip New Gods. Like this is the main thing.
Well, it's supposed to be an Orion book, and then he just made it New Gods with like, Orion's obviously the main guy.
Obviously.
And then Darkseid's threat is like larger here than it is in the other books.
Yeah, like Darkseid gets involved. Like, like Mr. Miracle, he's fighting Granny, he's fighting Bedlam in the upcoming one. It's all just like side guys, like, okay.
But they worship Darkseid, and like Granny even points to the pictures like, this guy is the best, or
he is the best. Yeah. Worship him.
You worship him, yeah.
If Darkseid ever came to Earth, I'd sell everyone out in 1 second. It's like, yeah, see ya. Man, if the visitors came, I would join immediately. I'd be like, look, I know you're lizards. I'm good with it.
Yeah, but then you're gonna be on that platter or whatever, like that one guy.
No, I'll be with them.
Last time you saw me.
They're gonna eat you.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it in a while, so I forgot. Did they kill every human, or can some of them stick with them?
Well, there were some collaborators.
Yeah,
I'll be a collaborator.
But you have to be useful to them. You got to have some power or something.
Oh, I've got tons of use.
But that one teenager kid gets served up on a platter later on.
Well, he was annoying anyways, wasn't he?
Yeah, you don't even be like that.
You made me want to watch that again, man. I watch
I
it
love that.
once a year. Yeah, I love
I
it.
got my visitor right there. The
I
doll.
even like the final battle. I know that.
Of course.
I do too.
Yeah.
Of course. What are you talking about? Why are you making it sound like people don't like that?
Because the
Johnson
original
hated
creator
it.
wasn't involved.
Yeah, he hated it. But
Yeah.
it's got Michael Ironside. He's just too cool.
Yeah,
He's badass in
Sam
that.
Tyler.
it's got the babies, like the alien babies.
That was pretty stupid.
I remember. Okay, just as an aside, when I was like 6 or something, and that came out, like the next day, that's all anyone would talk about. The teachers were talking about it. It's like it was crazy. It's like, did you see that baby? Oh my god! Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I never saw V. I only saw V when it came out on DVD because of a negative experience with the entire thing. With a friend of mine loved it so much, and he forced my other friend to watch it, and he forced the entire family to watch it, and he was like talking through and stuff, and then they were just like, this sucks or something. And then they're like saying, don't watch V, it's the worst ever. And I'm like, oh, really? And I was like, well, this guy's really pumped up for it. He's like, no, it's the worst ever. Don't watch it. I was like, okay. And then I watched it. I was like, are you guys insane? This was awesome. They're like, are you sure it's awesome? I was like, I said, did you pay attention when your friend showed it to you? It's like, well, not really. And I was like, you need to go back. And then I joined the other guy. Like I joined the other guy saying, no, this is awesome. You guys.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I was a young adult at the time, and I'm gonna tell you that's when the first one came out. That's all anybody was talking about. Even people, normies loved it. My mom and dad never watched any science fiction. They didn't crap in science fiction, but they watched that. It was an event, man. It was an event. Anyway.
I'm still waiting for those Kenner figures they show in the first episode. And
they should make those. And that one kid had the other ones. I was like, F that kid in his.
Yeah, it's like Funko Reaction. Do something good for a change, and
that won't happen.
Figures, I know they'll be like $30 each or something.
The first reaction figures they did were Alien, and that was great. And then they're like, let's do random crap that nobody wants. It's like, but why would you do that?
Cry Kids, like there was a Cry Kid line.
The toy line. Yeah, I don't need Cry Kid toys. Yeah. They could have done Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
Because those were ready to go, right? Anyway.
I know, yeah, anyhow.
All right, so Mother Box.
His Android phone.
This is iPhone 15.
Let me tell you something. Kirby predicted the iPhone/Android phone because that's what Mother Box is.
Right.
See, I like this Mother Box. Nowadays, it's just literally a box. And I like this, and it's funny because it's so prescient that you read it today, and it's like, oh, it's an iPhone.
I like this one too, especially with Mr. Miracle. Like he's got it like on his side.
He's got it attached to his wearable media.
Yeah,
it's not a new concept, but yeah.
Mother Box, I have my unlimited package.
Yeah. Yes. Unlimited data.
Unlimited. They just called me before the stream. I was like, I don't even use the data I have. No, I don't need it. It's like it's only $5 more. I'm like, well, then give it to me for free if it's only $5 because it's only $5. Then nobody can ever answer that. If it's only $5 and it's nothing, then give it to me for free. Well, it's only $5. You're saying then it's not only $5, is it?
Yeah.
Psst. Anyway,
Joe's here.
Joe, yeah, what's going on?
Hey,
no. I also own the 2010 series as well. I own everything.
I don't like that show.
Hey, Joe, just aside, a boy Flash is making a recovery, just so he'll know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Joe was with me in the old days, and Jobber was with me in the old days at PTR.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So the Mother Box also can clean up your face, or I don't really. Is he changing it here? This is weird. Like, I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Like,
that's
what is
his
he?
Real face. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is his real face.
Yeah, the whole shadow one and stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah. So then he has to constantly rejuvenate himself or something.
I'm not sure what the hell was going on with this, to be honest with you.
I was completely confused. I'm like, wait, what? That's not his face. Like,
I don't understand any of it because he looks the same, doesn't he?
I mean, it's like, so
I'm not questioning my boy Jack. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like, I don't know. Maybe it changed his hair a bit from this cut to this other cut. Anyways, he's got
then he walks out and gets nude again.
Yeah, and then he gets the powers of new clothes.
But he's got clothes in one panel.
And then he becomes
naked.
Yeah.
And I don't really understand any of that sequence of events. I thought I was missing some pages. It
Yeah,
happens in the whole comic sometimes. Indeed, Jobber. I'm just relieved big time.
All right. So, anyways, so back to Light Ray and this massive attack here by. See, okay. Look, this is one of my things. This is a thing for me, in with any character. So this Black Racer, we don't know who he is. We've never seen this character before. This isn't, like they didn't talk anything about it. There wasn't any like, ooh, he's coming or whatever. He just shows up and he starts kicking the shit out of people. This is how you introduce a new character.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, because we were talking about this. I was arguing about this with some of those, those newer characters that they've created, which we know why they've created them, but like a
Right.
Miles or a Kamala or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, listen, I got no problem with it. Why don't you introduce, Kamala Khan? She comes in and starts kicking the shit out of people and fighting all these creatures. And I'm like, right, like do something cool. I don't want my representation to be like, some dumpy thing where it's like a loser and where they do nothing or whatever. It's like, well, look at this guy. It's like, hey, do you guys need to have a new black comic book character? Well, here's this guy. He just comes in and starts kicking the shit out of everybody and destroying people. Like, and then I'm like, that's the guy I want.
He's formidable. Yeah.
He's formidable. Yeah. I'm tired of these pansy characters. Like, this new character. It's like, well, why does he suck so bad? And it has nothing to do with the ethnicity or the race of the character. It has to do with the fact that the character's lame. It's do something cool.
You can't stop him, so you have to misdirect him. Because just this is somewhere else, and
like you can't. Right, like he's actually really undefeatable technically. Yeah, because if Light Ray can't do anything, then that's pretty. And look, boom, and then Metron had to come in for the save.
Yeah.
Basically, he had to save him.
Yeah.
Because he was just getting his ass handed to him. He's like, yes, I'm here to save your sorry ass. Thank you, Metron. You're great. And look at this. This is awesome, man. So destiny has changed my course, and it takes me here to Earth. And I wanted to point something else out on the cover. Sorry, I wanted to say this too. This Black Racer is so epic. Oops. Why did I go? Oh, this is a whole bunch in one. Oh, that's irritating. Sorry.
Right.
This is like a trade. It's like a whole bunch of them in one.
Oh, you can tell it's a trade. Yeah, it didn't have the ad.
Damn, I forgot that. All right, well, here's a recap of what you missed last week. Recap. So, okay, it's like, here's this new guy, and it's like, is he after Orion or you? Yeah. Like, I'm going to get attacked. Like, this is how awesome this new character is. He's not going to just kill Orion. He's going to kill the readers because he's like, F it, I'm just killing everybody. I'm pissed off. I'm like,
he's after all you.
All right, so now he's like, okay, I've had my fun in games. I kicked the shit out of Light Ray. He's a pansy anyways. Now I'm going to go to Earth and just destroy everybody on Earth because I feel like it. It's like, all right. No, come on, this guy's great. This is like, he's like, there's a fellow black man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting a little ethnic there, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but look, it's violence.
Yeah, but at that time, there were no black character had his own superhero book or any book. It was still before Black Goliath got his, or even Luke Cage.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go. So, okay, this is a little weird for me. So he becomes this other guy. Okay, so this is an inner gang guy, and he's coming here to kill him, and then boom, he comes and crushes his hand or whatever. He's like, So this inner gang guy, what was it, Sugar? What was it, Sugar something?
Sugar Man.
Yeah. Sugar Man. So he takes off, and then Black Racer with Kitty Pryde's abilities here comes through to this guy who is basically like a vegetable,
coma,
right?
I mean, whatever. Yeah, not coma, but I mean, complete vegetable.
He's a vegetable, and it's like, come take my hand, and they're like, oh. It's like, in your despair, you summoned me, and then it's like, oh my god, I like, and now it's like the armor is blank and it's him.
Yeah.
So is Black Racer the armor or what? Like,
I don't remember.
Because it looked.
I'm as puzzled as you are about this right now. Only because I don't remember reading. I don't remember a thing I read about the Fourth War or about Black Racer, which I'm glad about it. Almost made a joke about being in the dark.
No, so it's like this thing, he puts it on, and now this guy's name is Willie Walker on the Chocolate Factory. Willie Walker in the Black Racer armor.
I have power to make all tremble.
According to Who's Who, Black Racer is Willie Walker, so he merges with them in this issue.
Okay.
But before that, what was he?
Just death. I don't know. I'd have to read this history here, but
that was they'll suss it out in an issue. Jack will tell us. I really just quite frankly don't remember.
Yeah.
Anything about it.
So now he's the Black Racer. Now this is an identity. Like you want to talk about your secret identities? I don't think anyone's gonna guess at this vegetable guy.
No, that's great though. Yeah,
that's a great idea.
He goes back to being a vegetable at the end.
Right.
And it's like, well, no one will ever guess this guy's the Black Racer.
No, that is. I just read Daredevil. I've been reading Daredevil from #1, and I'm on issue 25 or something. And Spider-Man wrote a letter to Karen, or to Matt, and Karen and Foggy opened it and says, "I know you, Matt Murdock. You are Daredevil." So they read, they're like, "Oh my god!" And then Matt Murdock's like, "I'm not Daredevil. It's my twin brother." And you're like, Mike Murdock.
Mike. I liked Mike Murdock. I thought that was funny stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, that was weird. It's like, and then he's pretending to be Mike Murdock. He's like, "Hey, how's it going, baby?" I'm like,
that lasted in the comic for a little while, where the Mike Murdock, him pretending to be that and stuff. It was kind of funny. A lot of people thought it was silly. It was silly, but
yeah, it's a bit silly. But I mean, whatever. It is what it is. All right, I am the Black Racer, and here's my gear. Dun, 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 whoosh. So he flies off into the air. So now we've got Orion, who is Orion's Earth name is Orion.
Orion. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Orion. So meanwhile, this is the guy that was that went to go kill Willie, and then he was attacked. Sugar Man. Sorry, Sugar Man. The Sugar Man. The Candy Man.
Yeah.
If you say Sugar Man 5 times, he appears.
Yes, indeed. Sugar Man.
I love that he's wearing glasses over his bandage.
Over his bandaged eyes.
It looks like Claude Rains or something.
No, it's so funny. Like Kirby can't help himself. Like just make a bomb. No, he's gotta make this weird, interesting, cool looking apparatus. That's the bomb. And it comes with its own mechanic that like you turn the thing on with a key. There's no reason to do that, but it's awesome. You know.
I mean, it looks like a vacuum cleaner. It's like some space age vacuum cleaner.
A Kirby vacuum cleaner, of course.
And it's balanced so that you can hold it on one end and like you can hold the whole thing. It's,
right.
It's so awesome, man. Yeah.
So they're like, "All right, we're the inspectors here. What's going on here?" Boom! It's like, holy shit! Crash!
Bam!
Yeah. Crash and bam! Man, this guy got nailed in the friggin' face. Shit!
My face!
Boom. What in tarnation? Sugar Man, you pea shooter.
So he is there he is, Black Racer.
All right. So now it's like Sugar Man's running. One of these guys has a mother box. He should have said one of these mothers has a mother box.
Faster, Sugar Man. Go faster. We are linked in the moment of dying. What in the hell?
And then so Black Racer's like kind of floating up above him or whatever. That is funny.
Right. Yeah.
Sugar Man is unaware that he's been joined by another one new at his mission, but old as time. And so the chase begins. The real game begins. All right. You know me, Sugar Man. You've sent me back. You've sent many to the Black Racer. It's like, oh, what? Oh, what's going on? It's like, I've got a car, but I've got skis. And it's like, so the sounds are, the bomb.
The bomb's gonna go off or something.
It's not supposed to make those sounds. What kind of is this? This bomb's from the dollar store.
Yeah.
It's like, and then this is awesome. Okay, so the ski pole here. Okay, so what did he do? He shoved it. I guess, obviously it's a mystical ski pole or something, right? Like, because he shoves through the thing. I couldn't tell if he teleported it through.
Then as the signals reach the mechanized heart of the bomb, suddenly as the ski pole touches the bomb, they trigger anti-gravity circuits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it looks like he teleported this through, like he phased it through. Is that what you're thinking? Because I don't think he broke through it. I think he phased it. Like, he can phase. So I think he actually phased through.
He might have, because
I think so.
There's no bam there or anything.
Like, it doesn't look like it's been busted open. I like the idea that he phased through it and then hit the thing.
Yeah. But he activated, like, I guess it has an anti-gravity functionality to it, so he just activates that. And then Sugar Man meets untimely demise.
Yeah, so yeah, I was gonna post this in the chat, but we'll discuss amongst ourselves. So he comes back, and then he comes back, and as you said, Sean, he removes the helmet, and he's back to being a vegetable, and his siblings come in. And they're like, oh my god, like, oh, it's like we can't let this happen again, Ray. We can't leave Willie alone like this. It's like meanwhile he knows. It's like Willie Walker's eyes grow wide. He is aware. He knows his next quarry. Who is it? Him, her, you? Again, we're being attacked. Like,
threaten the audience, Jack.
Now, okay, is he a hero? Like, what happened?
So according to Who's Who, exactly what we read is what it is. That Black Racer is the element of death.
Right.
And
almost like the Spectre.
Yeah.
Right.
And goes through the cosmos and has been summoned by Willie Walker. Telepathically, he longs to do something more with himself, and so like they merge. And I think they're just always merged now. And so he's sort of like Ghost Rider now. It's like, he kills justly. Like whenever someone does something stupid. Like he went after Sugar Man here because Sugar Man is a bad guy. So,
but what about Light Ray though? Is Light Ray a bad guy?
No.
So why was he trying to?
I think merging with William Walker gives him the purpose of justice
rather than
just being a random elemental. Like, I see someone, let me kill them. That kind of thing.
Very similar to Jim Corrigan, who is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Willie's close.
Hey, Steve, how's it going?
Simply stay, buddy.
I think we get more of Black Racer because there was demand from like letters pages and stuff. So. That's what Mark Avenia says in the introduction for this. So,
look him up. Let me see Black Racer. Oh, of course, they changed what he looks like into like.
What does he look like now?
There's a whole bunch of different.
So what have they done with this character?
Oh, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
He's still got skis, but
he's got the poles and stuff.
Yeah.
Here's like I don't know if that's later on, and then he got switched.
Modern crap you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the character looks like now.
Oh my god, look at that!
So he looks like it's like Rom, or it's like Rom meets like RoboCop meets.
Yeah, he looks more like generic, and it's like, of course you'd make him all black with some sort of cool light thing on his eye, and
right.
Let's make him cooler, that kind of stupid thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. You got big axes rather than ski poles or whatever.
I'm the Black Racer. I am Death. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Oh, here you go. Super Team. Oh, this Super Team Family. I know the guy who does those, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's
Ross.
great.
I've had him on my show, but the old days.
Yep. Yeah. So there you go. There. I mean, gosh. I mean, you always got to go with Jack's. Like, always go with Jack's thing. But I mean, what are you gonna do? There he is. I'll save this picture for use.
I like that better. It's colorful.
I'm gonna use this for one of my ads. I'm having more fun. I'm having just as much fun making the ads as I am going through the. All right, hey Skeptic, what is going on? Jimmy Olsen isn't dead in this universe. Wow, take notes. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
the Jimmy Olsen comic is that's what we're going on next. So Jimmy Olsen, Jack Kirby. Who's Jack Kirby? I know these are the trades, so we're just going with those, but it's just I like that better.
I do have fun looking at the ads, but
yeah.
Well, all right. Let's get to hold on a second. We're getting there. This is 138 we're doing, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What was that one? That was 134. Oh wow, we're like.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe we're on the next. Might be on the next one. Didn't realize we've done so many Jimmy Olsens. That's because there was 3 to start off with, right?
Yeah. To start off the whole thing, yeah.
The whole thing started with Jimmy Olsen, yeah. So this is all. Yeah, in case if you missed the last 5 streams, here's everything.
Have you? It looks like Septic Stream might need some medical attention.
Well, he's a better artist than.
No, he's joking.
Some psychiatric attention. Hey, Septic.
All right, this was last week's. This is awesome. All right, so that was last week's. So we're almost there. Okay, so I got to go next.
So it's Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, volume only. Issue number 138.
Yeah,
June,
almost there.
June 1971.
All right, 138.
There you go. There you go. And with a cover, of course, by Jack Kirby with a Neil Adams face on Superman. The course writing, Jack Kirby. Penciler, Jack Kirby. Inkers, Len Scaletta, with some additional Superman faces in the interior this time in this issue by Murphy Anderson. Letters, John Costanza, and editors, Jack Kirby and E. Nelson Bridwell.
All right. Well, Steve just won the award for best comment of the stream so far.
Richard Price character from the Black Racer.
That is it.
He did wear a cape going down that building,
and he had the skis and everything. Yes.
From
Simply Steve, if I needed more of a reason to love that movie, you've literally just given it to me. I'm going to literally say that was the Black Racer, and I don't care. That is now the Black Racer. That's awesome. I can't believe the Black Racer appeared in Superman 3.
There you go. By the way, Septic, I know you're kidding, buddy. That is the Black Racer in that movie. But boy, they ruined the Black Racer even more.
Great, he's in the movie, but he's been ruined.
He said Superman is bad, and I always like that when Siskel and Ebert were reviewing it, they showed that scene. They cut right back to Siskel going, unfortunately, so is this movie.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped sending Christmas cards to Siskel. I can't.
He gave Spawn 4 out of 4 stars, so I don't know.
No, he didn't. No. Siskel didn't do that. Ebert.
Ebert. Sorry, Ebert did.
More like an 8.4 though. That's crazy.
I think he may have given it a 3 out of 4. But Siskel liked Mortal Kombat. Ebert didn't like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Ebert liked Star Trek, and Siskel never was all that fond of it.
No, they both loved part 2 and part 4. And Ebert liked part 1, but not Siskel. And part 3, I don't think either of them were too keen on. Or
Ebert has missed and confessed to being a Trek fan, where Siskel doesn't.
Yeah, Siskel doesn't care about Star Trek.
He said he doesn't like science fiction.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's like a drama person. He likes drama, but he liked Star Trek 2 and 4. I've watched their reviews all the time on. Yeah, he liked those two. So those two are a bit more accessible. That's part 4 is like super accessible to anyone. That's
stuff. Yeah.
Comics.
Quick question about Kirby and the Superman faces. Like, after a while, wouldn't you just not draw the faces? Like, you're so demoralized by the fact that, like, they've been consistently redrawing them. You know, wouldn't you just, like, be like, I don't even know why I'm drawing this face. He's going to redraw it anyways.
He wasn't happy with it, so he drew it. He drew him anyway.
Yeah. I guess you need to draw it for reference anyhow. Like, you know, where the character's facing, etc.
Yeah, and they just snipped them off of there.
Wow.
So,
all right, so let's take a look.
Erase them. They just cut and snipped like a new face, right?
I'm told they snipped them off of there. I mean, things I've read, you'd have to ask a guy like Mike Royer and somebody who's still alive or somebody like that, Mark Evan Year, or somebody. But from things they've said, they used to say that they would snip it off. But I mean, you could just erase it, and I guess they could go in there and mess with the pencils.
Yeah, I've seen original art of the Superman faces, so they're out there. You know, with the pencils and everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to read all my notes because there's a lot. I'm just like, so they're still trapped in that egg from the forearm terror from last time. He's on his way to the atomic power plant. Meanwhile, those other guys are making more of them. There's the whole static buildup thing, which Sean mentioned earlier, which we'll talk about when we get there. The counting down in this issue of like the building the tension shit.
Very good.
That was goddamn awesome.
No one does that now. Yeah.
No, that was awesome. No, this is the best one of the night.
Yeah, no, this way. But
I don't know. I really like Mr. Miracle. I don't know. I really like Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
But this one's amazing. Lifting the reactor, like, so there's actually a lot of pumped up stuff in this one. So this is like crazy. So Superman. Okay, so so last issue they've been trapped in this, like, it's an egg, really. I guess I don't know what, like, but like it's like a huge energy kind of pink egg.
I just love the fact to start off though that we have the old Newsboy Legion and the Guardian also coming after to help him. That's amazing.
Yeah. So the young Newsboys and Superman are trapped, and Jimmy, and then the older, like the dads and Guardian are
Dad Legion and the Guardian are coming in,
and the Guardian,
Cavalry.
So check this out, another awesome page with this mixture of like it's like a black and white photograph of like some cave or something, but then like
another Kirby collage.
They did a lot of weird stuff in that Doctor Strange series that I was collecting too, like those old Doctor Stranges. They would do the weird, lot of weird kind of art things. This is cool. Look at that! It's like he's coming towards you. This is awesome. Man. I mean, this is just like unreal.
I mean, if you're going to have the face redrawn, it's Murphy Anderson is one of the best to do it.
Yeah, I hate to admit. I mean, the face looks good to me, but like, it's, whatever.
It should be Kirby. I'm saying.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, yeah, I know. Yeah,
I've seen it in some stuff. I mean, I've seen what they look like, and they're fine with me. Those guys are jackasses, but still, Murphy Anderson's a great Superman.
Yeah, like you pay for Jack Kirby, you want to see the Jack Kirby interpretation, right? That's
right.
And
the face is very important. Like,
well, I think they just thought about marketing and branding differently back then, right? It's like, this is what you see when you buy the Superman toothpaste or whatever, So, yeah.
I'm sure I've read at some point and just forgot. I don't know who made the decision. Obviously, it wasn't Jack. It had to be Carmen Infantino, and he's the only one that outranked him at that point, I think. I don't understand. Whoever it was, it came from on high, obviously. It's an asinine decision. And I don't understand it. I mean, why is it not marketable? It's like, what if a really crappy artist? Now, after that, no one cared because crappy artists would come in and draw any character's face and didn't have to have it redrawn for some reason. This was just ridiculous. It made no sense.
Yeah, I have Phantom Force. That was
Yeah,
that was
me too.
Rob Liefeld and those guys getting it out there.
Yeah,
Yep.
because it was a discarded
Image.
yeah
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I
so-
got it.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
that.
Say what you want about Rob and those guys, but they loved Kirby. That's like their boy.
They loved
Rob-
comic history, and that's rare
Yeah.
nowadays. Yeah.
Rob
Yep.
Liefeld and those guys treated Kirby with a lot of respect. I was very grateful to them.
Yeah, so they're good, and I do like his art, so I still buy all of his comics. So there
He
you
does
go.
art.
Yeah, he does. He does. It's not as good as Jack Kirby.
When did he? Never.
Stop it. Oh man. Well, so I had an argument with a guy telling me that the animation in that Across the Spider junk is like awesome. I was like, well, it's blurry and choppy. And he's like, well, that's the style. I'm like, all right, well,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Knock
if this- I
yourself
don't
out,
understand.
pal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like not like Steve got a headache. He goes, I just watched it. He goes, I just had a migraine for 2.5 hours. Is like, I'm like, right. So anyway, all right. So this is so cool. Like, it's like they get, I like, it's like, ugh, like you get the sense that they're really like kind of like all squashed in this thing.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that guy. He's like,
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, they're it's like whoa, like it's like getting nailed in here. Okay, cool it. Superman's awesome. Obviously, he's the best character,
He's
but
the
I
man.
mean,
The greatest.
like, cool it, man. Let's think, not panic. It's like I'd rather panic than listen to those jokes.
He's so Superman in this too. He's just characterized perfectly by Kirby. Like he's taking charge. He's
Yeah.
giving orders. Do it. I'm the boss. I'm the captain. Just do it.
Yeah.
You can
Bam.
see on some of these, it looked to me. I know they said they chopped heads off sometimes. Some of it looked to me like it was Murphy Anderson inked the Kirby face. Look at the chin. That's a Kirby chin.
yeah.
But it's got a Murphy Anderson
So
approach
it's the
to the
face and not the head.
Yeah.
So you think like what you're saying is like what you're saying, the outline of the head is still Kirby, but then they're saying just like the eyes, nose, mouth. You think, or what were you?
It's just a feeling. I don't know if it's true.
It's impossible to know, right? Like we don't know what.
Well, like no, actually, just I'm being an idiot with a bad memory because Mark Evanier and all those other guys have talked about. I've read it in millions of Jack Kirby collectors and all these other things. For some reason, I'm drawing a total blank on who's responsible for the whole story because it's been like maybe 10, 15 years since I've read about all that. But and I felt derelict in my duties. Before we get done covering this fourth world, I will have you an answer.
Awesome. All right, so they're trying to figure out a way out of this thing. In the meantime, the forearm terror is just like he's like literally like digging through and going to this atomic reactor. Like,
Yeah.
this is like it's like think Tremors. It's like this thing's coming, and it's just, or it's like Godzilla. It's like Gojira. It needs to have that. It needs to have the energy or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he's just bam, 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 smash, boom, boom, right? Like, and so you can see. I love this this little skinny, this like kind of skinny horizontal panel here, where you can see that he's
I
like
love that.
digging through. Like,
Man, there's so much going on this page. You got a big ass Kirby machine, and then you got that little cool piece of storytelling of that he just utilizes that skinny little panel right there to show his badass monster digging through it. It's just man, this was at a time when his imagination was at its very peak. His storytelling abilities were at their very peak, and his willingness to be explorative and be just absolutely go crazy with his art was at its peak because he just gotten away from the beast of Marvel, had been chewing him up and spitting him out for years and stealing from him. He felt this before things all blew up. He felt this as a start anew. I'm gonna be able to do my own thing, do the comics I want to do, and I'm gonna. Obviously, doesn't own them. He wasn't going to own them. He was still working for, work for hire in some ways, but he was going to make more money also. But he was getting to edit his own comics for the first time, and he was just bursting with creative energy, and it shows in all four of these titles.
yeah, it's pretty crazy, and it's like he is the best creator. Like if you put it all together, like the art and the creativity, it's like. Because a lot of these guys, they create their character. You know, you got your Superman or your Batman, and then that's that's it. Like, I mean, obviously, if you create Superman, you can retire and be like, yeah, I've created Superman, so like I don't care. But like Jack Kirby amount, like I was talking to my wife about it. I said, pretty much if you name anyone that that's in Marvel for sure. If you name anyone from Marvel, there's like a 90% chance you're going to name a Kirby guy, because the ones that have really resonated and stuck and proved the test of time or whatever, they're all his guys. Like,
and that's true of most creators of anything when you think about it in terms of, especially along the lines of pulp entertainment for him. Because Edgar Rice Burroughs has a couple under his belt.
John Carter, Tarzan, that's it, really.
But Conan Doyle has one.
Right.
Bram Stoker has one. Alex Raymond really has one. Whatever name any comic book or book creator, almost all. Siegel and Schuster have one. I mean, yes, they did other things. Bob Kane has nothing. Really,
has zero, but
part of one. Bill Finger's a part of a few, but nothing like Batman. In other words, as far as I'm talking gigantoid. In other words, they did maybe other stuff. Ditko, he has a few, but he really has one gigantic one, one very big one. There's a lot of other stuff for sure. He's prolific, but and J.K. Rowling has one. Right. You just go down the list of some of these bigger guys who make the manga or anime. They have one. So many have one, and maybe some other stuff that you could. This is a guy that has a battalion full.
There's a million. Like, and it's like
it's a variety of them too. It's not just like like 10 Batman or something like that. It's the X-Men were about like discrimination and all that, and Thor was an exploration of ancient myth and gods. Like Fantastic Four was explorers. Like it's all that, and if you think, well, that's proof that it's Stanley. Yeah, right. But then he explored these things before Marvel with Challenge of the Unknown and all that stuff, and he explored the stuff after Marvel, like after the Marvel boom. So obviously it was a lot of him in there.
Yeah, I mean,
he obviously had a love of like myth and gods and things. That was it's like Galactus is 100% his. Like, there's no way that.
No, 1,000%. Like, it's not even. If anyone's even questioning that in their minds, no way.
It's like, then
that looks like a Jack Kirby person.
Yeah.
I could line up everything and be like, pick out all the Jack Kirby people. Bet you could pick them out in 1 millisecond. No way.
Two other big ones. George Lucas, biggest one of all time, but one still. I mean, you could count Indiana Jones and give him a little credit for that. So two. Roddenberry, love him. One. So
Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie is like the second or third biggest writer of all time in terms of books sold. It's Poirot, Miss Marple. Like, that's it, right?
Like, one or like a few other. This is just Legion, and I don't mean Legion of Superheroes. I mean Kirby's Legion of Creations, and some are co-creations. It's fine if you want to call them that, but so that's why he's so extraordinary to me, and that's why I always go off about him to the point where it makes everybody sick. There's no one. There's no more powerful creative imagination of the 20th century to me, and it's not even close. As much as there are many other wonderful ones, and we don't discount any of them.
Of course. If you create Superman, you're like, I create Superman, so hold my beer, like you're done, right? But like,
I'll probably tell you this before, but the second time I met Kirby in 1990 at Atlanta Fantasy Fair, there was a big. He was MC he was a guest of honor at this award ceremony one of the nights, and I was so proud. I got to plow the way through the crowd for him to get to it with my big ass self. And Julius Schwartz, legendary Superman. Both know the name. Superman editor. He says when he introduced Kirby, he said Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster created Superman. Bob Kane and Bill Finger created Batman. Bill Finger and Bob Kane, I think he said it that way.
Yeah.
And that was before it was legal. And he said, and then Jack Kirby did everything else.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's how everybody else is Jack Kirby.
Well, Jack, as an humble guy, would say, no, there were some other guys who did a lot of other stuff. And that's true.
Hey,
but
Matthew.
Still, it's twice, actually. It's two of the greatest geek experiences I'll ever have.
Yeah.
I miss Jack. Back to Jack and Ross. But anyway, sorry, I've derailed this again.
No. This is why we're here, because this is the point of and I'm going to continue once because Jack Kirby's the best creator and he's my favorite creator. So we're going to continue once Fourth World is done. We're going to do something else and go through it. Maybe do some more DC stuff. I just got the Demon. I know you guys don't like it, so look away. I got this really cool Demon.
Oh, God.
It's a Jack Kirby creation.
Well, in a way, it does look like that one. Remember, they made a baby demon in that Justice League episode.
Yes, he's a bit cute. He's a bit chubby, right? So,
Remember, they made the baby one now because they got turned into kids.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. What's everyone doing?
Forrest Kelly, I met him too. Septic, nice guy. Good.
Oh yeah.
Who are we talking about? Oh, DeForest Kelly. Yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah, I saw him speak live at Toronto Trek when the Toronto Treks in the 90s. So yeah.
I didn't like Star Trek at the time of all of that, so I was late to the game on everything.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a chance.
My dad took me to the Star Trek conventions in Toronto, and it was called Toronto Trek.
Yeah, I remember those.
Late 80s into the 90s, until it died. I don't see them anymore. So yeah.
Nice. Damn.
Arise the baby Etrigan. All right, so here we go. So Superman is gonna build up some static.
Yes, this is awesome. Because he's like, awesome. Everyone has electricity, so he's like, well, I'm a super person, so I have super electricity. So he rubs his hands together and causes like this big shock. That's cool, man.
And then later, Mr. Miyagi uses this technique to help Karate Kid in his final match. But Superman did it first. And
I like this imagination. I don't know if this happened before, but it's just like, what other cool things can we do with Superman's powers? I like that. Yeah,
but he's too powerful, Sean.
No,
he's just too powerful.
Well, he was just trapped in this big egg. It's like,
Yeah, he's too powerful.
It doesn't. I know where you're coming from.
I know. Yeah.
I can't. That's like a surefire way to piss me off.
Yeah, I hate that. That started in the 80s.
Yeah. Okay, so just a recap for people. So this is Perry White here. Now, Morgan Edge.
I like I just sit down, honey.
Sit down. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Morgan Edge is actually running the Daily Planet. So for people who
he owns the Daily Planet,
right?
And Perry White runs the Daily. Like he's still editor in chief of the
Daily
Planet.
But he's not. This is like the Superman 4 storyline where that guy Warshak or whatever his name. What was the name?
Yeah, I can't remember.
And he Warfield, Mr. Warfield.
Yeah.
And Gracie was the daughter's name. So yeah. He takes over the planet, so he owns it, and then so Perry, but Morgan Edge in this comic is like awesome.
Yeah,
it's so unbelievable. Like, okay, so anyway,
see him later on, man.
We're gonna see him later on.
Escape.
Yeah. Oh, I can't take it. I was like, what a douchebag.
Like, guys, take the day off it. Like, go enjoy the award ceremony. What in for me?
What a stinking piece of crap. The biggest piece of crap I don't think Darkseid is as bad as he was in this. Like, cause I can't take Weasley, guys. Like Darkseid, like everyone loves Darth Vader, but the Emperor is just a dick, right? Like that's the thing. Like, look, Darkseid is kick ass, but Morgan Edge is a piece of trash. He's a weasel. I can't.
That's why Darkseid has decided to be the weasel around him. Yeah, but also Morgan Edge.
It's like, Mr. White, you look worried, sir. It's like, you think Jimmy's in trouble? He's always in trouble. Damn it! If he wasn't in trouble, there wouldn't be a comic book.
Yes, Mr. Action.
All right, so call the forces, call the army. I forgot what Jameson says. Hey, Comic Book University, what is going on, man?
Jimmy, that Superman is a menace. No,
I love Mr. Miracle, but this Jimmy Olsen issue is so like it's crazy action and just it's like so amazing.
Yeah, it's the culmination of a really cool, or like the continuation of a really cool story.
Yeah, I know. It's just so awesome.
And it's Superman. Right. It's Kirby Superman. I can't help it.
Oh, yeah, it's Kirby as Superman. Yeah.
Matthew Pounder's here. What's up, buddy? Hey,
yep. So we've got Mokari and Simeon.
Yes.
And okay,
these guys.
look at this. Like, how can you make it more crazy?
Oh man, more forearm yellow
More
guys.
There's a thing I say where I say more guys, and that's a buddy of ours loves that. Like,
What's that?
if you watch The Protector,
Yeah, on back or
it's not Ong Bak.
Oh,
It's
no,
the Protector.
it's
Tom Yum Goong,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is the
yeah.
Protector.
The Protector.
And like, so he just comes in and like he just kicks the crap out of like 100 guys, and then more guys I was like, it's more guys, and I was like dying. I was like, this is so crazy. It's like there's more.
The second wave of guys would go, I don't think I want to fight this dude.
That's what I was saying.
You just took out 100 dudes. I think I'm good. You guys go in and get your ass slaughtered. I'll stand back.
Yeah, like this guy just kicked the shit out of like 50 people. I'm done. I'm like, I don't think I'm going. But look, more guys, man. Like, boom.
Yeah,
like,
goodbye, beast.
Oh,
Goodbye, beast.
yeah. And the DN aliens. The DN alien.
Cross the threshold. Boy, we reviewed that episode of Voyager last week, and boy, was it funny.
Oh,
dude, people went nuts on that one. It was so popular.
I know. I love all of Voyager. So
no, you don't love that one. You can't convince me you love that one.
I don't need.
Worst things ever made, dude. That episode. Even people don't know anything about Star Trek know that episode from its fan. Even Brandon Braga, the idiot that wrote it, said it was garbage.
Well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll explain it to him.
Sean, you know that one? It's the one where they went warp 10 and became lizards because
they became salamanders. Yeah,
it's famous. They escaped the salamanders or some because what's the name? Great with Janeway. Yeah.
I didn't even see all of Voyager, and I know that episode.
Ever see? It's famous. It's infamous.
Yeah. Well,
they did action. Playmates did action figures.
Yes.
I must have those.
Tom Paris as the aquatic dude, and it came with little salamanders.
Oh, it's great. Listen, you haven't seen that done before, so there you go. You got to push the envelope. Try new things.
That's like saying the Great Vegetable Rebellion is excusable, and it's funny, but you don't know. You know that one?
No.
Lost in Space, third season.
I haven't seen Lost in Space.
It's Spock's brain level. It's Spock's brain of Lost in Space, or and shall lead. It's that level idiotic of and the children shall lead. But anyway,
I love Spock's. I also like Spock's brain. It was funny too because we when you guys reviewed that one, we had happened to just watch it and I've seen it a few times. We just happened to watch it, and then you reviewed it. I was like thinking, my wife and I were like, I thought that was really cool, and she's like, yeah, this was pretty cool. I like that one. Anyway, but I like
I gotta rewatch Lost in Space because I remember watching the color ones, which is most of that, and it was zany and ridiculous. There's like leprechauns and stuff. And then you know what they do in syndication when they're done, they go back to the beginning and they show you the first. And I was watching those, and I'm like, this is like a serious science fiction show.
First season was the first season was kind of serious. And when I was a kid, it came on the same year as Batman. It was gospel to me. I was very young. Before I knew anything about Star Trek and that kind of stuff, Lost in Space was gospel to me. And I love here back to the comic. I love how he's got a flip mother box.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, that's a flip phone. Look at that. That is a freaking Motorola flip phone.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's got the hinge and everything.
So they're gonna blow up the city. So Morgan Edge has to leave. So he literally he just gets up and he's walking. Hey, look at this smile on his face. Hey guys, I gotta go. Well, yeah, take care. Take an early afternoon off. Take it. Have a great day and everything. Yeah, he knows they're all gonna die. They're all gonna die.
See you guys never.
Yeah, he's talking to the guy here, like, hey, how's it going, Mr. Edge? Oh, great. Yeah, he goes, yeah, see you later, buddy. It's like everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, I love that. He has to think to himself something cruel. You'll miss this one, Buster. Oh, the Metropolis. Wow, what a dick.
Yeah, he's a piece of trash. Anyway, so Superman. If only someone could save them. Now, this issue has a time clock that there's a countdown because the Beast is going to get there, and this thing's going to detonate and just kill everybody. So I don't remember too many comics where it's done at least this well, where you're like, oh shit, because they're giving you the time updates. There's 3 minutes, right? So 3 minutes, right? And Superman's drilling through. It's like, okay, this guy's here fighting. I got to stop him faster. He gets thrown, and you're like, okay. And it actually works in a comic book. It never works in a TV show because you always look at your watch, you're like 5 minutes, and you're looking, you're like, it's not,
And
it's been more
like
than
20
5
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Or,
right.
I mean, yeah, the compressed time totally, they just don't do it right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just don't do it right. So he picks up all of these weapons. It's like, I love it. He's like, it's like he's using these damper rods as weapons or whatever. So it's like he became Michelangelo or whatever, but like with
Yeah.
I love that they just bounce and crush all over. I'm trying to I'm glad just something just bounces off of him for a change and breaks up.
Oh, you don't like Superman getting beat up every episode in his own show and then everyone crying every episode? It's like you're not
you mean like Bruce Timm?
Yeah.
The cartoon, yeah.
That show, look, I'm sorry, it's good, but I mean, I'm one of those that believe that's Superman right here. If you can find him, concoct a good reason for him getting his ass kicked or getting knocked around, but I see countless examples, including other cartoons before that, where electricity was tickles. It tickles. That's an old that was even from an old comic, but Blaine Boring is like, he says, I like getting blasted by full electricity, and he says it tickles. Well, the slightest a joy buzzer makes him go, ah!
Yeah.
on the damn one beloved Superman animated series in the 90s. It drives me stark raving insane.
Yeah.
I hate it, and they do it all the time on that show. And I still like the show, don't get me wrong, but it just takes me out.
Yeah, I like it too, but I don't want depowered.
This were Bruce Timm, that monster would be beating him pounding him into the dirt.
Right.
And he would find
White Shadow, how's it going?
Hey, White Shadow.
That
monster would be handing him his ass right now.
Oh, yeah, and Superman's just kicking the crap out of it, so he's punching. Wham. Good old-fashioned rock'em sock'em. Okay, 1, 2, 3 lots. Now these guys.
No, Septic. I'm actually referring to the Bruce Timm cartoon of the '90s, which I like, but Superman's too much of a wussy on that show.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Well, the new cartoon's hyper trash, so
that's not even Superman.
That's not even Superman at all. And got into a big argument with the owner of the Superman homepage on that one because I said I hope it gets canceled, and the actual owner was like, "Oh, he goes, you shouldn't want that." And I was like, "Why? It hurts the brand."
Yeah,
I'm like, I want it to be canceled because it's hurting the Superman brand. Like,
he's another zealot, another sycophant. It's like I got in the same argument with somebody. Yeah,
I mean, you can't. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. All right. So Superman's out, okay, and they're just fighting. Look, it's like, what? It's like, when I give you the signal, halt the firing, break ranks, and let the DN aliens come through. It's like, what? Well, okay, that's weird. So we've just got a brawl here. Everyone's just, hold them back just for one more second. It's like, this is so cool. This is just like Superman's got a plan, and like, this is awesome. It's like, okay, it's got to be now. Whoosh, like lifting up the whole thing. This is awesome. Look at this, man. He's lifting the whole. Look how big this is. Like versus him. Like, holy crap. And then all the guys are just running after it. It's like he's literally like, it's basically like the Pied Piper or whatever it is. It's like, and then he throws it 4, 3, 2, and just on time. FKH 2005. What's going on? You came in just for the countdown, buddy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoosh. Throws it down, and they all jump. Like they're mindless, right? Like this isn't. That's why like it picked up those rods, and it's like it doesn't know Superman's invulnerable, right? Like it's just they're just mindless creatures.
Yeah, I love it. That was so cool right there. Boom, just trash
them. And then they're just like blown to smithereens. So there you go, and it's like, and they're like, oh, we were kept out of the big action. What nerve? Oh, so you young people are sulking, eh? See, I told you Superman. Well, Superman is Canadian. Well, one part of him is Canadian, so he's got the A in there. Hey, that's like, yes, you guys have no right to hog the nitty gritty market. What the hell? Piff, 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 tiff. Oh, that's great.
That was so weird. But I remember wanting to talk about that. What the hell? The gas panel, Jack, I love you. Yeah. It's like kind of weird, a petty way of these guys to act. And then somebody's like, Oh, so you young people are sulking, eh? Yes, you guys have no right to hog the nitty gritty. What the hell is the nitty? It was instinctive to shield you at the last moment. Like, tiff, tiff. So I love Jack. I guess at the time he was trying to, show the generation gap, I guess, and talk about our kids. And it's, it's true. Kids were rebellious and all that other kind of stuff. But so what does he want? A good conduct medal?
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Your fathers didn't do a good job raising you idiots.
Yeah, he's gonna spank.
Yeah, your fathers need to get a hold of you and say, "Shut up, little man."
Shake them. Shake those kids.
We don't understand it. Let's kill it. I understand that cartoon. And it sucks. It sucks.
We don't understand it. Let's kill it. Yes.
I'm not sure. Whatever you mean. Whatever do you mean?
What's skeptics? I'm trying to talk to people and try to say Superman should be weaker because it would make him more interesting. I disagree completely. Yeah. Well, I already did a video on that. He's overpowered. It's like nonsense.
Why is he more interesting because he's weaker?
Yeah, I know.
Why is that interesting to somebody? I don't get. That's not interesting to me.
Yeah.
No.
I like Superman because he's call me crazy because he's super. He
Yeah.
can do all those things. And you can you can make him interesting in stories, and you're gonna have to find. Obviously, you'd have to find things for him to do. So we got that out of the way.
Yeah, we are good on that one.
Jimmy always was a jerk. Jimmy always was. Yeah, he was. Well, yeah, he's still Superman's pal.
All right. Well, this one's gonna have the ads.
Oh, right.
Now in
Cool.
the omnibus, they've recolored this.
Yeah.
Mr. Miracle, volume only, number 3. August 1971. Cover, Jack Kirby the King. Writer, King Kirby. Penciler, King Kirby. Inker, sorry. I'm just kidding. Vincenzo Coletta, the pimp. And edited by Jack Kirby.
Yeah. Now, I was going to vote. I can't vote on my own poll. I was going to vote for Mr. Miracle, but honestly, the Jimmy Olsen issue is just on fire. Yeah. But Mr. Miracle for me has been the surprise mega hit. I'm just like dying over this series. Like, I don't know if I could wait to the comic convention. I might go to eBay and just try to find a lot. Like it's still a month. It's like a month and a half away, and I have a lot of cash saved up here. Like kind of an insane amount that I don't want to mention online.
Don't let those guys see you coming now, because they might watch your show. Those dealers.
Yeah.
Hey, look at him. There's the day man coming with the cash. Keep your prices up now.
Oh, he wants Mr. Miracle, eh?
Mr. Miracle. Hey man, don't let those prices down, ma.
The thing is, no tricks work on me because I just won't do it. Like I wanted I like Piccolo from Dragon Ball, and there's this really great Piccolo figure, and it was like $80. It was 80. I was like, I can't do it. He's like, oh, it's a good deal. I said, it is a good deal because the guy over there selling it for 100 and you're selling it for 80. I said, but I won't pay 80 for this thing. Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like there just won't be, I just won't cross a certain line. Right. Like, and Sean knows this. I remember I'll go to someone, be like, I have $300 or whatever the amount. I have $100. That's it. You can take it and I'll take this comic or we're not doing it. Right. Like, right. And Sean has seen me do that. And I've actually shown people my wallet. I'm like, look,
I have. Yeah.
I have nothing. I have this $100. You want 140. It's like, you could take 100 or we don't take it. That's it. Like, so what's that? Sell a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you see all this? I'm going through a bunch of boxes, right? A few comic boxes. I'm collecting Batman again because I like this storyline, so I have to make room for it now. Whew. Nice. All right. So this one,
if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to start with saying something about the cover.
Oh, let's go for it. Yeah.
Awesome cover, by the way. I love those. But basically, it is busy as hell. Like, DC Mr. Miracle. It's a simple trap. A 50-story building with doors, windows, exits, and people. Can you leave it alive? Dr. Bedlam tests Mr. Miracle. 15 cents. It's got a little, this cover has a little stamp from I don't know, it looks like a British store or something, or maybe it's Canadian. It says TNP 5p. So it got cut down in price. Anyway, it was a 50-cent cover price, but here we go. Super escape artist. Between him and escape are 5,000 Raven maniacs. Buy it, but don't swallow it. The paranoid pill. Wow, Jack had a lot to say. And then, of course, you moved to the ad page after. It was pretty cool. They got an ad for Action Comics number 402.
Oh, it's not on my copy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not on here.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, no problem.
But this so he's been colored. If you look at the the omnibus, he's actually colored in. Sean, you want to show that? I'll make you a full screen. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yep,
See, that was a mistake. They shouldn't have done that. Because he was, I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you exactly why Jack let it be done that way, but it was done that way for a reason.
There is a reason.
Too much with the other colors.
Everything else is colored.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if they wanted to, they would have colored him off. Why they left Mr. Mir? I mean, look, the ropes are colored. Everything's colored.
Yeah.
So there's a reason he's that for just. I mean, I don't know what the reason is or whose reason was, but I know one thing: it's not to score touchdowns.
Yes.
I don't know. I just don't think you needed to do that. But stop fiddling with stuff.
Remember when? Well, I was just gonna say. Remember when they made where they only needed a 10-minute scene to help you understand how Clark grew up and what his values are, and they didn't need 10 seasons. They just needed 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Remember that filmmaking?
Yeah.
It's like,
that's
you're not here to score touchdowns. I got it.
One of many reasons I hate Smallville, but that's
yes. Oh, there's lots of reasons to not like that one. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh no, I was gonna say like this story predates the Mad Bomb in Captain America, so I feel like it's a theme that Jack Kirby liked to explore, where everyone becomes
Crazy.
hysteric through some sort of means. This is a pill, the other one is a bomb, and like how do you fight that madness like of a whole mad mob and stuff? Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I love this issue. I read it and I couldn't believe it was over. And I was like, I wanted more. Like I was so pumped for this one. So the boom tube shows up, and then right away, there's this comic is the fastest paced, craziest comic maybe that I've ever read. I'd have to think about it. But like I read this and I was like, holy crap. Because a lot of these I'm reading and making notes. So I'm reading them now. Sean and I have the omnibus. Are you reading the omnibus, Sean, or are you reading it on digital?
Yeah, no, the omnibus. Yeah,
you're reading the omnibus. Okay, so I'm reading it on digital, so it's on an iPad.
Yeah.
So you scroll or whatever it is, right? On Comixology, if you turn it, you can scroll. So you scroll, and I'm like, okay, now I've got the big iPad, so it's almost like a comic page, right? So I'm going through it, and I write notes. So this one I'm going through, I got so involved, I wrote nothing. Like it ended, I was like, I didn't write anything down. Then I went back and was trying to make up notes to write because I was so into it. But like these guys show up friggin' immediately. These weirdo guys, these animates or something.
Animates, yeah.
Animates. And they set up this whole thing here through the boom tube. They bring this animate in, and then there's some sort of mind entry force thing or whatever so this is Dr. Bedlam's mind that enters this thing, and it slowly becomes him. And if you don't think this is a Jack Kirby creation, then
it's amazing. I love it. What about the animates? What a great.
That's what I'm saying, like right away.
I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah.
Like this already, you're like, holy shit, what is this? I really think that Mr. Miracle could be a television series with proper budget, with someone with care handling it.
Yeah.
I don't really think you have to retool many things, if anything, so far. You can pretty much keep it as Jack Kirby envisioned it. you can even keep the designs. Like these guys look cool anyways, right? Like I guess now they just make them pure silver or something, right? But whatever, instead of having the blue shorts. But I mean, like, it is very cinematic. Like I can visually see all of this happening like on a film screen. Like you could just literally see the episode starts with this boom coming in here like friggin' time tunnel or something. Guys come running out with all this crap. You're like, what's happening? They put this guy down. No dialogue. I wouldn't even have dialogue. I'd have it just be like they just come in and you're like, what's happening? They put this guy down. I would not even have any dialogue. None of this. It's just he becomes this guy.
It's a little clunky. It's a little clunky here, but boy, the visuals and the idea behind it is incredible.
Oh, this is crazy. And it's like, and you're like, oh, what's happening? And then it's like, this guy's here, picks up the phone. These guys take off, and he just calls Mr. Miracle. And then look at how wicked. And you could just imagine you start every episode with him. Mm-hmm. This is literally a TV series, man. It's like literally, and it's like him like trapping some kind of thing or practicing some kind of cool whatever. And then he like, it's like gets and Oberyn's like doing stuff or whatever. The paranoid pill. And it's like, oh, it's like, I love how it's like head is like in this thing. Like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then he doesn't just get out of stuff. He like emerges, it's like, it's not just like I've escaped. It's like, you're like, whoosh, like, you're like, I mean, oh, man, like,
he's the best.
I don't know. He's the best. Like, whoosh, like, holy shit. And it's like brushing himself off, like fixing up his gloves and everything. The details on this are so awesome. Like who thinks of putting a panel where he's like cleaning himself up a bit from the debris, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, this is like storyboard,
right? Like the details.
Like, holy shit. Okay, and then this guy. Oh, so they get a call, and he's taking off the mask and everything. It's like, yeah, okay, hello.
How did you get this number?
I said, Dr. Bedlam, and it's like, yep, we're gonna do it. Clack, and like Scott's like, yeah, okay, you got something. And look at this, they sit down. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what's going on? Something serious. That it's like, well, it's sorry, Oberyn. It's it's Dr. Bedlam. It's like, yeah, this is he's pretty epic. It's like, okay. And like they sit and they're talking. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so blown away by just like this. Like, it's like, yeah, because it feels like this comic is very natural. Like, okay, he's doing the thing. He gets a phone call, takes the mask off. Yeah, hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's like, I got a challenge for you. He's like, okay, well, that's that. He puts the phone on. He's like, what's going on, dude? It's like, well, yeah, Dr. Bedlam, he's pretty crazy. It's like, okay, well, I better get my mother box like fixed up. It's like, okay. It's like, oh, and it's like, he fixes up, and then he comes down and he's like sitting down. It's like, and he's like showing him like, oh, like how it works with the mind and everything. Like, it's like, yeah, you can visualize this. He's like, okay, so they have this like little yoga position here. He's like, something in the darkness is making sounds. It's like, oh, you're scaring me. It's like, no, I'm preparing you. It's like, okay. And then it's like, whoa, like, look, it's like, all these like crazy things he's showing them.
They're like letting Dr. Bedlam into their minds kind of thing.
Yeah, to get mentally prepared.
Prepared for him, yeah.
Like, this is like crazy. And this could literally be visualized happening. Like, you could see this happening. Like, this is literally an episode of a show. Yeah. And it's all like coming through, like, and it's like, whoa, like, what's this? Whoa, it's like, yeah. And like, again, no dialogue. Just like, holy crap, like, and then look, they're like going to tear him apart. He's like, holy shit, it's like we're getting burned and we're getting frozen and torn apart and everything. And like, and he's just like, oh, please, Scott, I can't, like, I'm going to faint. It's like, okay, you did it. You got through. You got the heart of a lion, man. How awesome.
Yeah.
Ping ping taken from Devil's Radar Sense. Oh, is that? Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe have them each 45 minutes long, show them to 3 different times. Oh, what were you saying? I wasn't seeing they should do So you gotta bring back something like old movie serials. Oh yeah, I love movie serials. Sean loves those too.
Yep.
The last time we got a chance, somebody tried to do something similar to that was Sky Captain. And I was the only one of the universe that liked it.
Right.
Nope, loved it. I love the short. They did that short film to get people interested, and I was interested. Man, I thought Sky Captain was effing. I own it, of course. I don't know.
I'd love to see something else again along those lines. Try that again. You know
what happened to that? I'm going to look that up afterwards. I'm going to look up that
film that has 4 shorts or different things like that. Or something. You know? It feels like a movie serial.
I mean, Rocketeer was kind of like a serial, but Sky Captain was like literally like one of those.
It really felt like one. Yeah. I love that movie.
Oh no, Hard Pass Brian on serials.
Wow.
Or Hard Pass on Sky Captain was that?
Surprised me, Brian.
Maybe he meant Sky Captain.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe he didn't like it.
But I like Sky Captain. I thought it was pretty,
I really do.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so so he's flying off to meet Dr. Bedlam, who looks Brian did not like Sky Captain.
How dare you, sir? Sorry, just kidding.
So you won't be joining us for the Sky Captain mega fans retreat that we're all planning.
No, calling Sky Captain.
I like Sky Captain. I gotta watch that again, man. I haven't seen that. Yeah. I wonder if that's on Blu-ray, or can you even put that on Blu-ray?
A couple months back, I was flipping somewhere and it was on. I stopped. Oh, Sky Captain, seen it forever. Just sat there and watched it.
I'm gonna look that up on Blu-ray.
I only have the DVD. I found it the other day in my shelf.
Yeah. I have a DVD also. I don't know if they've done the Blu-ray.
Probably. I don't know if you could do it on Blu-ray. It's one of those, like, it looks like there's a lot of filtering on it to make it look like it's like very soft. I don't think you can sharpen the picture on that one. Rocketeer is like a 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh yeah, 11 out of 10 for me. Love it.
Yeah, I had the novelization of that too. Anyway, so I think this. Sorry,
Peter David wrote that, didn't he?
Yes, I think he did. Yes,
he did a lot of novelizations.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got Dr. Bedlam has his own office now at the Chrysler Building.
Hey, his hairline changed here, or I could never tell. Like, I like the idea that this is actually his hair, not shadowing.
Yeah,
like his eyebrows go up like that, or he's got some sort of like tattoos that go up, and he's got that line coming down the middle of his forehead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, see this line here, like that, like he doesn't have it here, but it's his hairline.
Yeah.
So basically, they actually subverted your expectations, but in a kind of a cool way. When that meant a good thing, now it means they subverted it and made it shit.
Just disappoint you. Yeah.
Right. Now they subvert your expectations and make it awesome. This is from that. There's the before Force Awakens and the after Force Awakens. This is before Force Awakens.
Yeah.
We subverted your expectations. It's the same movie you already saw, except Han Solo dies at the end. Didn't I see this movie already? Pretty sure I've seen this movie. No, it's brand new. Oh yeah, Han Solo didn't die in the one I watched. So that's the only difference.
Good. Yeah, spring your trap, jackass.
Yeah, look at his facial hair. I'm doing this hair. Like I'm cosplaying as Dr. Bedlam. I do my forehead. I could do it. You think I could do it if I just get do like a line here? And I would bloody hell seriously do it. Nobody would know who I was. That's gonna. I'm not a big cosplay person, but if I was going to do it, I'm doing Dr. Bedlam. That's going to be the first cosplay I ever do.
You know what, Raquel? Pretty soon she's got finished her costume, got it already of Dream Girl.
Oh wow!
She's gonna make a video. So this week at the con, she's not doing that one though. She's gonna be Catwoman and maybe a couple other ones. But
I've seen Catwoman, Julie Newmar Catwoman, right?
She'll make a video of Dream Girl.
And I saw her do. Actually, I've seen a few of hers. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you did. You were the first person, perhaps, who was Rorschach, right?
Could be. It was 2 issues into the comic before only 2 issues were out.
Yeah,
and there was no such. But they had costume contests. They didn't really call it cosplay. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is a distinct possibility. That's all I could say because it couldn't be everywhere, could I?
Rorschach is awesome. I mean, he is awesome in that first issue, so that I could see why you're like, oh, I gotta do that character.
We won. I think we won the costume contest on that and our presentation. So,
well, that's awesome. All right, so he's got this. So Bedlam. So they're at the top of this building here, and Bedlam has a pill. He's going to drop it into the air ducts, and it's going to dissolve it and spread this mist that's going to turn everyone insane. And Mr. Miracle can't escape through any windows or anything. This is like the Dread movie, basically.
Yeah.
Gotta get downstairs.
You got to go down though, instead of they're going
Exit
up
the
to
lobby.
Yeah, you just got to exit. That's it.
Yeah.
So when I realized this is what it was going to be, I was like, holy crap, that's going to be awesome. So there's the building. So you just got to get out.
And he couldn't use any gadgets, right? I mean, could he?
Yeah, he can't fly out because everything, there's a barrier. And then I don't think he doesn't have anything really. He's got some gadgets. I don't think he could use them.
Well, he uses his discs and stuff.
Yeah, so he got his disc, he could fly down that middle thing that got thrown down later in the first place. But I guess
Right.
But I don't know if he can fit
down
through
the
there.
stairwell. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he does get down. Well, he does make
Elevator
way.
shaft. Yeah.
He does get a few. Okay, so
kick him in the nuts right there.
Yeah. So basically, Bedlam does the mist, and then it's the Baxter Building. Yeah. And then he his mind or energy or whatever goes away, and he's back to just being that animate thing.
Right.
And then he's just like knocked out. Meanwhile, everyone is going insane. You lie. You ruined my typing.
Yeah, you lie.
You ruined my typing, you bitch.
It's the UFOs they landed.
Yeah, well, I like how everyone's going crazy for a different way. That's cool.
Yeah.
Who's the cop shooting?
He thinks he's shooting some. There's robbers. Well, shouldn't you arrest them? Not shoot them.
Must have shot somebody.
It's like,
he's running around killing people. At least you can't show it, but he's killing people.
This guy's so angry he poured white out on his shirt.
Yeah, they recolor him in this thing.
Yeah, I know. Because I don't remember that error. I love this comic. Okay, so it's. I mean, I don't even know what to say. So he tries. So see, he does try to get through. So you touch the window. He's like, it's like cosmic current. So like cosmic current. He sealed the building, so there's only one way down, and then everyone just busts in, and they're just like, "Whoa, who's this weirdo?" It's like, "Oh, he must be some sort of weird demon or something." Yeah. Now he can use the discs. So the trouble is he can't. I mean, he could use his gadgets, but he doesn't want to hurt anyone.
No,
because they're under the influence of this pill. So he's limited. He's limited because he's limiting his use because he doesn't want to hurt anyone.
Yeah, I understand that. But he's flying over him, so I'm thinking you can't like go down, open a stairwell and fly down that, or maybe it's too, whatever.
Yeah. Well, they nailed him pretty good here.
Hey, he's the escape artist, not me.
Yeah, he's going towards the elevator. I like that he does this the double discs here.
Yeah,
where he's like
planked between two of them, so he's like as flat as possible. Yeah,
that is so damn cool.
Yeah. So he's trying to get into the elevator. So I mean, like, he makes it a few steps down.
Yeah.
He's got a gun to him, and then bam, he dodges that. And it's like bang, bang, bang. It's like ricocheting everywhere. So he's like, whoa, and then he falls out here, and then they nail him. I think, he did the best he could with without trying to hurt anyone, and he did. I mean, he went for the elevator immediately, but he just got caught. And then they're just kicking the crap out of him here. And then I love this. They throw him in. They find some trunk or whatever, and they throw him in. They grab some chains, and they lock him up. And this is actually like an escape artist's escape thing, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
And then they try to stab through him. He's like, "Whoa!"
Gaggle.
Yeah, so he made it to the 45th floor.
Right.
I
Okay.
think there were like 100 floors or something. So
I think it was 50.
50, yeah,
Yeah, so he's 5 down.
yeah.
Your Muslim uncle, how's it going?
Hey, Muslim uncle.
Hey, so
So look at this shit. They throw him down. They throw him down.
yeah. So how's he gonna get out of this? Dun dun dun.
I was completely stunned. I was like, "Oh my god, it's over!" I'm like, "No." So I didn't read the next one because I want to keep them fresh for when we do the stream.
Yeah.
But that's it. Wow.
Wow. To be continued.
I mean, this
Well,
is crazy.
it's only fitting that there would be a cliffhanger for a guy like Mr. Miracle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's a great comic. That's fantastic.
Let's take a look at our poll here. We've got 15 votes. Whoa, this is okay. New Gods and Jimmy Olsen are tied.
Oh wow.
And Mr. Miracle has 20%. New Gods and Jimmy have 40 each. So we've got about what 15, 20 minutes before. So you got another maybe 10, 15 minutes. So if anyone else wants to get in there quickly and vote, I have more likes than votes. So there is people out there who haven't voted. Oh no, we've the tie. Somebody just voted. Now we're tied with votes. Okay, so Jimmy Olsen has taken the lead. So there you go.
Yeah.
Sean, you voted Jimmy, and Clobby, you voted Jimmy. You
Yeah.
both voted Jimmy.
What was the score again?
So now it's 44% for Jimmy. So he's in the lead. Jimmy's in the lead.
Oh, great though.
Did they have? I want to check out Dr. Bedlam and see what he looks like if they've done anything for
Well,
him.
I'm
probably
sure
not
they
around anymore.
Screwed with him at some point.
Well-
Probably brought him back. Byrne probably messed around with him in that series he did.
Oh, here he is. Which one was it? Oh, Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, Batman Brave with the Bold, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, crap. I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that one again.
Which episode was that? I don't even remember it for some reason. I know it was.
I don't remember either. Yeah,
Could have been
maybe I'm betting he was the opener.
Was he in which episode he was in? Oh, yeah, one of the teasers, probably. In fact,
Yeah, that's what I
gotta
was
be
thinking.
one of the teasers. Yeah. But
That's what I was thinking.
I'm just for the life of me can't remember which one it was. But wow, I have to check that. See the teaser list.
Well, he looks pretty creepy here, but I don't like. I mean, I understand they try to retool. Look, they try to retool him and make him this like weird thing. I guess this is the Animates now. They're these armored guys, and then that's what he looks like. But I prefer. Obviously, we prefer Kirby's look, but
of course.
Brave and the Bold was great because they always did the proper.
Oh yeah. Look, stuff. Sure. I wonder what else. Oh, that's from the wait. See, that's from a comic. That's from.
Oh yes,
comic book.
I have that comic. I have all of them.
They did it. Oh, really? Wow. I wish I had them all. They did a comic based on the Brave Road cartoon. I forgot all about that. But yeah, okay.
Yes.
I knew something was struggling about. Wait, they're word balloons. Oh wait, so much from comics.
They're all on. I don't own them physically. I bought them all on Comixology when they had a sale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
There you
Now
go.
it's coming back to me. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing him on the cartoon.
Yeah.
And maybe he was on there. I just didn't see it. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Mantis. Oh, that looks pretty good.
Mantis.
Yeah.
So see, it seems like some guys they kept and then some guys they didn't. Like it's weird. Like yeah, Bedlam got changed, but then other guys didn't get changed that much.
No.
So it's weird. Oh, what's this?
It just varies.
Oh,
There you
look at
go.
that. It's a
New Gods from that's from New Gods from
I'll save
from
that
the
picture.
Who's Who. Nice.
That's pretty
Oh.
good.
Here's how we would cast Ava DuVernay. Listen, EW, I love you, but none of those characters would be in there and it wouldn't look anything like that. And I don't understand who you're casting. Like, come on. Anyway.
That's all.
This ain't
that's all
Richard
but-
Donner's Superman where they pay respect and everyone looks like they're supposed to. It's like, anyway.
Yeah, modern.
Modern gotta be Jachi. Oh,
Yeah, this is cool.
Okay.
I'm cosplaying as this next. That's going to be my first cosplay. It's Dr. Bedlam.
Yeah.
That'll be hilarious. I want to do a character that's weird. Like I want to, like something that's like, what the hell? Like, who's this guy? And it's like, you don't know. It's like, oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. Sorry, that's from.
Yeah, it's from wrestling.
That's a wrestling thing.
Road Dog or whatever.
Road Dog. Yes, it's the DX or whatever.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, because we had Bill on here before, or Bill was in the chat earlier, and he's got a Kickstarter going on. I think it's still going on. Yep, there's still 15 days to go, and I'm going to put the link up in the chat if anyone's interested in D&D. So D&D, I'll call it just D&D puzzles.
Oh yeah.
So I just threw a link up in the chat. That's for Professor Bill, who is Comic Book University. He was in the chat earlier.
Oh, okay.
And he's got a Kickstarter that's live right now. There's only a couple weeks left, and it's for Dungeons and Dragons. So it's like a supplement. Like, I mean, for the DMs out there, if you need an idea or a riddle or a puzzle or something, sometimes like you just want a quick puzzle for your campaign, and it's tough to come up with something on the spot, and you're just like, oh crap, I wish I had a puzzle or just something to fill a gap. So it's 300 puzzles. I actually backed it myself. I wouldn't tell anyone anything if I didn't back it myself. So there you go. So that link is there. Also, just again reminding everybody about the Comics Curing Cancer. The link is in the chat earlier. I'll throw it up one more time, just because it's an important, it's a good cause or whatever. Oops, sorry. Put the comments up here. So I'll throw that up again. And so follow them on Instagram. That's the best place to get all the information. They'll be like giveaway. There'll be a lot of like things you can buy. There'll be exclusive comic and that kind of stuff like that. So there's that. And let's get everyone else's links up there too while I'm in the link mode here. Sean, what's going on your channel? I know you've been busy at work. So,
yeah. So I got I want to do a whole bunch of things with the channel. More horror stuff, more EC comics, more radio shows, etc., and some streams with old TV series and stuff like that. But I haven't had the time to devote to the channel in a bit. So hopefully this weekend, but I'm pretty busy this weekend too. but I mean, I have a lot of cool stuff on the channel right now. Lots of reviews and things, and like check out my Monster High Republic review. I'm very honest. It's like, listen, I don't shill. I'm gonna give you an honest verdict. And a whole bunch of stuff with comics and trading cards and things like that. So if you like retro stuff, check it out.
All right, cool. Clobby, I think everyone knows your schedule, but remind everybody, you stream every day somewhere.
Yeah, I do. Wow. I can't know how to begin. Well, in about a little over an hour, about an hour 10, whatever, I will be over at no, not an hour, actually half an hour and 10, something like that. 8:30 Central. Bottom of the hour, next hour, that is, I will be on with my good buddy Nick Weiser in the gang. It's the Comic Shop, Friday Night Comic Shop gang, and I don't think we have a specific topic tonight. We're just going to just goof around, I suppose. We review comics there sometimes like we do here. Sometimes, but it just depends. But tonight, I think we're just doing goofy, nothing much. And then, of course, tomorrow night, Saturday night, Star Trek, as always, reviewing 4 more episodes of Star Trek and our ongoing quest to review all of real Star Trek 6 through 2005. And then Sunday night, I'll be at my good buddy Mark D with a C's channel, 10 Eastern. Just for Sunday night geekery. We'll wind down the weekend with geeking out, and then Monday right back here on your channel with you fine gentlemen reviewing the Legion of Superheroes. Again, looking forward to that. And then later than that on my channel it's 4 times a week: Monday Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Always 4 p.m. Listen to me, 4 p.m. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Monday nights are comics. Wednesday nights are Wild. Thursday nights the Clubhouse with Raquel and Mark. And Saturday night is Star Trek. So, and other than that, I'm on Midnight's Edge After Dark on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Loki's channel on Wednesdays at night for the Comic Roundtable for that. So thanks for having me, buddy. This is always, and of course, you know where I am Fridays right here, like we are now. Fourth World Time on Fridays. Fourth World Fridays.
Yes. So next Friday we're back again. Next 3 issues, and yeah, I mean these are crazy. So, and we're going to continue. It'll be Friday Kirby. It'll probably we could do it for our whole lives and never.
I'm up for it.
So I'm in discussion with Satan right now to sell my soul to live forever, so I can continue doing the Jack Kirby Friday.
You'll
tribute.
understand.
So
yeah,
he'd understand. Yeah. They're like, listen, if you're gonna sell your soul to be alive to do something, that's
at least constructive. So yeah,
at least it's constructive. Does anyone want to, in the last couple of minutes, did anyone watch Ahsoka season 5? Did anyone cry or not season 5, episode 5? Sorry.
Did anyone stay awake? Would be the first question.
I thought to watch them. I'll probably watch them this weekend or something.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. I give it like a 6 out of 10.
I want fine. I've seen enough Star Wars fine stuff. It's Bad Batch is like 2 seasons. It's like, and it's like, it's okay. I guess.
You're never going to get any more than a 6 or a 7 out of 10 on anything new Star Wars. So
barely meh. This last. Did you guys know? I didn't know until the other day. They actually showed this stupid episode in the theater.
The theaters.
I knew that because someone went to go.
Oh my god! If I paid money to go watch that, 40-something minutes of dull. I mean, just as dull as the first 4 episodes. Nothing really happened because you don't come away from it because there are 3 more to go. Learning anything, and you get to see Anakin, big freaking deal, because I don't know what he was. When I say what, I mean literally what he's supposed to be. Is he a Force ghost? Is he your imagination? What is?
I think he's your imagination.
Could be, but I need, if I'm going, especially going to the theater to watch that thing, pay big money, and I walk out. Well, I'm just going to find out next week on Disney Plus. Yeah, and they probably may not even tell us then. Like, I don't know what, it was just useless drivel. It's cool to see him. He looked okay, but the fight scenes are. I just don't care about it. I mean, I never thought there'd be a time I could be bored with lightsaber fights, but here we are. I've been there for a while now with Disney Plus, though, to be honest. Yeah. I'm not saying it's horrible like Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever seen.
That is awful.
This whole show's like it's been filmed in molasses. Like everybody's down or something. Looks like this is NPR. I don't know if you'll have that here, but NPR Star Wars. Like, Empire's pretty bad. They're about to forming the Empire. Sean, I think we should probably do something about Jay. I'm really concerned about the Empire. Well, you're right. We're going to go get together some forces and we're going to go check it out because it's really pause, look at each other for a long time, talking about, I'll train you to use the Force, even though you're not a Force user, Sabine. Everyone who's really going to love this show are people who watched Rebels. Doesn't matter that there are not many people who watched Rebels. I did, by the way, but not many people did.
Too. I didn't watch it.
People are going to go. I guarantee you, people are going, "Who's this Ezra they're talking about, and this Thrawn, and this that, and this thing? Who are these people?" And people who didn't watch Clone Wars, same deal. They see Ahsoka, they go, "Wasn't she on a Mandalorian episode or something? Maybe whatever."
Yeah.
I haven't watched Clone Wars
enough. Like none of those characters, and Thrawn, but like Thrawn, they're just gonna tease him for like whatever dumb movie they make, right?
They should just be this. I think that Ahsoka should have just been a 90-minute movie. Yeah. I think there's enough cool things. I think there's enough cool things because I don't know any of these other shows, and I'm fine with the show. I think it's okay. I think I gave the first episode like a 4 or something, but then it got a little bit better. So if I take them all and average them, it's like a 6 out of 10 in my rating system, which I think is okay.
I think they killed this. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say, I think there's enough really cool things that they could have made a 90-minute movie filled with a lot of cool things, and then that's it. I don't like Sabine. Just don't even have her in it. She's not even in this episode. You don't need her. Oh, yeah. I don't like the other lady, the green. I don't Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, I like the actress.
I don't care about that other fellow who's the Canadian guy from the I don't remember his name
Who?
now. The Canadian, the Asian guy, the guy from Kim's
Oh yeah,
Convenience.
from
Kim's Convenience. Yeah, I don't care about him.
I know he was in it. Yeah.
He's affable enough, but yeah, you don't care. You know.
He's in it. Yeah, he's in it. So like, just the stuff with Ahsoka herself
He lives around
is
here.
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like the stuff with just her is cool. Like her and the David Tennant robot or whatever, they can go do stuff, go on a mission, fight those two Sith people. That's it. This is what Disney does. It's gonna be Thrawn. And it's like, guys, I know you're not capable of making an epic, awesome thing. So stop trying to make an epic, awesome thing. Just try to make a cool 90-minute, fast-paced one movie. Have some good fights. Have a Sith Lord fight at the end. She defeats them. That's it. They need to stop pretending that everything is epic because they're not capable of doing it. They can't do it. So stop trying to do it because it's coming across foolish. That's
what's amazing about it is Star Trek should be episodic. Star Wars should not.
Yeah.
Right.
But for a while they were insistent on making Star Trek movies, which is all you could get. You were fine, but Star Wars never had to be a TV, any kind of TV.
No, they shouldn't do it.
I mean, I'm not saying maybe never, but I'm just saying for the most part, it's now like they're going to get. They don't even try to make movies anymore because they've ruined their movies. So now they're trying their TV show. They've ruined it. No one cares about them making movies anymore. They've ruined that, and now they're on TV and they're proving that Star Wars, just as Star Trek should be a TV show, Star Wars should be movies. And they've gotten it ass backwards, the two of them, even though they don't have anything to do with each other, and they just can't. Star Wars is compelling when it is what you said, epic and fast and in and out in 2 hours. Star Wars is an adventure that doesn't need to sit around and talk about fifis for 8 episodes and 6 episodes. Right. But here's the thing. Mandalorian got kind of lucky. It was kind of an okay show the first season. Some like it, some don't. But he at least sort of looked like someone people would recognize. He almost looked like a little bit of Boba Fett. You made a TV show called Boba Fett, which I think was horrible, but still, it was about a recognizable character from Star Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think, is the worst piece of shit ever. But at least it's about a character that is recognizable from Star Wars. Andor, you're like, what? Who's that? Right. Whether you like the show or not, it's irrelevant. Why would you take a shot at that? And then, what was it? Ahsoka. You're like, most people, normies will go, who the hell's that? They didn't watch Clone Wars and Rebels. A lot of people watched them, but not compared to the vast audience. So they go, I mean, that's a Star Wars. Is that a Star Wars show? And I'm sick and tired. What is it with these people? They don't use enough John Williams. They own the John Williams soundtrack, and they never make you. One of the things about even shitty Star Wars is they played the John Williams soundtrack, gets you feeling like you're in a Star Wars movie, good or bad. They don't even do that with any of these TV shows. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm watching Star Wars unless I hear Star Wars John Williams music.
Right.
And they don't even do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They even played it in the Indiana Jones and the Pile of Piss or whatever it was called.
They did. And in this, they do nothing.
At least the soundtrack is good.
And because this one there's no Star Wars music at all in any of them, really. But of course, they show Anakin. They have suck off.
Yeah, they
man.
played it for a second.
You didn't earn that. Go to hell. Man, I'm tired of being bored. I shouldn't even walk away from a Star Wars being bored. Hey, I'll give respect to Obi-Wan Kenobi for one thing. It pissed me off, and it made me feel something like, you fucking suck. Sorry for the language of color. It made me mad, at least. The other ones made me like, yeah. So I guess
I'm not invested in Star Wars anymore, so it doesn't matter to me. So I'm just watching, be like, oh, that was cool, and then that's it. I'm not invested. Like, I only care about original trilogy and whatever came out around the original unaltered trilogy. That's all I care about. That's what I love. Everything else I'm okay with. It's like, oh, okay, it's the prequels. Yeah, they're kind of goofy, but they're fine. I've watched Phantom Menace 100 times though. I don't know why I keep watching that, but like, I'm not angry. I'm not excited. They're not going to be able to get me excited for Star Wars, but they're also not getting me angry. Like, I watch Obi-Wan Kenobi, I was like, wow, this really sucks. Like, oh well. It's like they Obi-Wan's dead, so that's fine. He's dead. This is an alternate universe. I literally think every episode or every show is its own alternate universe that's on its own. And literally, that's how, like, they're like, oh, I'm like, oh, look, Anakin is in this. Oh, look, Anakin's in this. I guess, and people were questioning, well, how is he, like what you're saying, Clubby? Why is he there? Is he this? I was like, I literally don't care. I'm like, They don't care about canon, so I don't care. Like, oh, that's cool. It's cool to have Hayden Christensen. He's there. And does it make sense? I have no idea, and I don't care if it makes sense because I'm not pumped up for it. I didn't finish Bad Batch. I don't know. My love of Star Wars is just really those old movies.
Yeah.
Shame, unaltered
The unaltered ones, yeah.
Unaltered. And I've come to peace with the prequels. That's it. I like Rogue One. Rogue One's
I'm
okay,
with you.
so.
We're probably on the same page on all of that, which is the weirdest thing, though, is when you have all this mediocrity, something came out that everyone's raving about right now, and I guess you know what it is.
I don't know. What is it?
There's something out there that it's the new show.
Oh, yeah.
One Piece.
One Piece, yeah.
Oh, One Piece.
Has anyone watched that yet?
No, my wife read all the comics, so she's not going to watch it.
What about you, Sean?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I'm not familiar enough. Yeah.
My son is the most gigantic, extreme One Piece. I mean, you know what you think I'm bad about how, that's garbage, all the stuff like, well, I created a monster, apparently, because he's worse than me about that than I am about, like, whether, like, if something were to blaspheme Kirby or Star Trek, I would go off and I joke and I get, I get, but,
right.
Well, he's been trying to get me to read the manga and watch the TV or watch the anime for about 20 years now. And I did watch some of the anime with him years ago, but I haven't read the manga. I was just like, I don't like anime. I just can't help it. It's not my thing. And he doesn't understand this. So every time I get, always nagging me. Like, so this thing comes out and I've been teasing him for like, look, they're doing a One Piece. They're going to really screw it up. The way they screwed up Cowboy Bebop for those fans.
Yeah, they did.
I expected it to be really horrible. And it comes out, he says, I don't care. But I was not affecting him because he didn't care because he wasn't going to watch it anyway, right? Which is fair enough. That's the way I would be. However, everybody and their mothers coming out saying, like, this is the greatest. I don't know if you're seeing all the reviews and all that stuff. Everything's coming out. And it's on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Made me curious. I'm like, man, everyone's saying how good this is. I think I want to watch it. So I said, hey, man, everything's saying it's good. And by the way, the creator himself is not only running the show, he made him go back and reshoot shit that he didn't like.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Imagine something by a Jack Kirby or something like that. And Jack Kirby himself is on the set telling them what to do. But would you, as a fan, be pumped by that?
Yeah, that sounds, yeah.
He's not even affected by that. And so I was telling him, no, man, everyone, Gary and Critical Drinker and all these guys, people who don't even, people who don't know the manga are loving it, and people who do love it are loving the thing. So I'm like, I'm actually curious. Now I actually want to go watch it. But he got rid of Netflix a while back because when they said they were making it.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Mark last night. Mark just helped me find it another way. And I said, yeah, but I can't watch. I'm going to be disowned and probably murdered by my own son. So I watched the first episode last night. God, it's truly good. It's great. I was blown away by one episode now. And of course, I had to go tell him it was not easy. I had to go tell him today.
Yeah.
When it came in, boy, that was fun. He was like, "What the?" Jokingly, you don't mean it's good, but not serious. But you know what I mean? He was like, I'm not watching it. So I'm not trying to tell you to watch it. And he said, because he got mad. I knew he was going to get mad at me because he was going to say all these years, you watch that before you read the manga, before you watch the anime. So I promise I will read the manga now because I've got to watch the rest of this. It's only 8 episodes.
Oh, interesting. Well, maybe we'll watch it. My wife has read everything and caught up. She's caught up to the latest chapter.
I don't know if she's a big fan. I don't know how she would react to it, but fans of it are going nuts over it, and people who never have seen it are going nuts. It makes me want to read the anime.
Yeah.
And the casting, because we were talking, what brought this up to me, because we were talking about how bland and dull Ahsoka is. The casting and the writing in this show is fantastic. I fell in love with these characters because of these actors. And I, never knew much about him other than the anime. I've watched a couple of the animes with him years ago, but I can't wait to watch the second episode. I mean, it was late last night. I watched it, and I get over it soon.
We're gonna watch it.
The same thing. You might want to watch it before she does and review it.
I haven't read it. I haven't read it. She's read it all. She's read the whole thing. And,
well, tell her she could chop my head off if it doesn't work out.
Well, she will be the me of this. Like when I'm like watching Justice League and getting all pissed off. This will be. She'll tell me immediately. She'll be like, this is because like she super loves One Piece and My Hero, and like all those like Naruto, all of those big ones. She loves all those, and she will immediately say if it's good or bad. Like I'll know by the end of episode 1 whether that was the damn best or if it was crap.
Do you think
Or she might, yeah.
Does she have to have it 100%? Because nothing's ever 100%, at least according to some fans. I couldn't tell you if it's 100% or 2%, because I've never, I don't know. But I loved it.
She won't be. She won't. She won't be that upset over it.
A change here and there, you mean?
Hey, Marcus, man, I haven't seen you in a while, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't watched One Piece yet.
Everybody, so many people were going absolutely nuts over it. They're like, "Oh man, now I'm curious." And that, what it takes to get me curious about something. I mean, I don't think this hadn't happened to me in a long time. And I thought,
right.
I know. Well, I said, I'll probably still think it sucks. So I'm good. I'll be safe.
Yeah, but you loved it. Wow.
First episode blew me away. I mean, I was like, and it's because of these actors and these characters.
Yeah.
The way they're
so now you're going to get the Luffy hat. And you're going to get all of the.
I might get that. You never know. And the look to it. I mean, it's beautiful. And but you know what it really is, though, guys. To be honest with you, what probably the most sentimental thing, and I'll let us get out of here. I'm so running late. Yeah. Is the fact that think about this for a second. The creator of something got to, because everything inevitably gets sucked up by Hollywood and gets a version of it. Almost all of it, right?
Yeah.
From Tarzan in the 1920s, which was the first one, probably, right? And then Dracula and Sherlock Holmes and James Bond, you name it,
right.
Literary, and then comics, Superman, all of them get sucked into a Hollywood adaptation at some point.
Yeah,
all of them. How many of them were actually controlled by their creator? Maybe Harry
crazy.
Potter. What else is there?
Right.
Name me another. Well, Edgar Rice Burroughs did have a lot of say in Tarzan, but so he allowed what happened. But for the most part, it just didn't happen. They were either gone, the creators were gone, or they had the characters stolen from them. You name it.
Mm-hmm.
To have something like this, the boss man, the guy who created it, and he still writes it, he's still making it. So said not only did he first of all, he insisted that they get anime fans play the characters. He insisted he was instrumental in picking the actors, and he said he made them reshoot 2 or 3 crucial scenes because he didn't like them and they didn't fit. I mean, when has that ever happened? Other than maybe J.K. Rowling,
right?
Ever,
yeah, no.
There's something about that just speaks to me in my heart. To go finally, even if I'd hated it, I could have watched that episode and hated it. But knowing with that knowledge, I've been like, you know what? That's still pretty cool for the people who love this show and stuff. Good for them. I mean, this comic, good for them.
Cool. Yeah. I love all of anime and manga too. I haven't seen all of it. My wife has surpassed me. She was not into it at all. I got her into it with Death Note was what I got her into it. And then she went back and read everything. My wife has read every Astro Boy. Like she went back to the beginning and she's like, I'm going to read, and now she's reading Yu Yu Hakusho. I can't remember how to pronounce it. She's reading that. She like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Like she's reading everything. She's reading like 30 to 40 different manga right now currently and caught up on all of them. She reads all day. Like when we finish this stream, every time I finish this stream, I walk through here and then she'd be like, oh man, I just started this new one. It's so great. And then she always, instead of buying everything, she only buys volume 1 of everything she reads. So you see she has 3 shelves filled with just and it's like filled, but just volume 1. Mm-hmm. So it's like when you look at a shelf, you're not like, this isn't just like the One Piece shelf. It has like One Piece is there, but it's filled with everything she's read, just volume 1. So she reads it and buys it's like buying the first issue, or it's like a trade paperback. Think of it that way. She'll buy the first trade paperback of it and put it up. But yeah, I mean, I got the I don't know if you saw my video. I got the Superman manga, Superman versus Meshi. I got that.
Nice.
Which is hilarious. And I got the Deadpool manga. That was I like those are kind of fun too, but no, they're all good. Death Note was the first one that I got. You don't like the cutesy. He doesn't like the cutesy girl stuff. Okay. I do. I do have a couple of Hello Kitty pencils that I use.
Well, your wife sounds awesome, dude. To be into that kind of stuff.
I'm going to watch One Piece this weekend. I tell my wife that the creator of the manga actually had say in it, and then I'll know in one episode. She'll be like, "This is the damn best," or
it was his. So man, who knows? Yeah. No, just don't tell her she can kill me if it don't work.
Yeah, that's okay. You've given us Blake 7, which is like one of our tops. So I'd heard of Blake 7 before. My friend a long time ago, 20 years ago, tried to get me to Blake 7, and this friend, it was a bit. I'm like, we don't always align, me and this guy, but I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know. And he's telling me about it. I was like, and then you talked about it 20 years later, and I'm like, you know what? Let me try this Blake 7. Then we're like, this is the greatest show ever. So, anyways, all right, guys.
Thanks, man.
I think that'll be it. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Thanks, Sean, Clobby. We'll see you. Well, I guess I'll see you on Monday. So,
See you Monday, buddy.
all right, guys. Until next time.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, friends. You've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.